Steve, and it's going to be Plus rocking the Palutena.
Give me 1 second, because my feed is not working. I don't know why.
Alright, so, right off the bat, SNooFL putting on 84% with, like, one string and a stray hit, so...
There we go.
Yeah, alright.
Yeah, that's the thing about Steve, right? Like, I've heard so many mixed opinions on this character. Some people saying mobility hampers him so much that he's not even, you know, like, he's not even worth picking up. He might be bottom 10. But then you see things like that, where you have one good hit, and then your opponent takes 50. Mind you, Palutena is like a confirmed top tier at this point. Just saying nothing of these players themselves. This is just an example.
I think the thing with Steve that, like, kind of dissuades a lot of people from playing him is he's very, very different than the rest of the cast. He has so many different options here. Oh, good down air.
That was a nice read, but plus.
Like, no other character in the game has, like, an aerial neutral B that's different than, like, their normal neutral B. No other character has, like, crafting and...
Yeah, this man's got 3 different neutral Bs.
Yeah.
And none of them are bad.
And he has 5 different, like, normals based on which tool he has at the moment. Like, he's such a different character that people don't know where to place him yet because they've never had a character, they never had to deal with a character like this before.
Right. See, SNooFL's, like, you see how good this character is, like, when mobility isn't a problem, because once SNooFL gets plus in the corner, he's really having a lot of trouble getting back to center stage, and stage control is, like, everything in this game, too.
Absolutely.
A little hesitant to go up, run up to SNooFL, but now Plus has gone and put himself at disadvantage. Now he's slowly regaining stage control. Explosive Flame, super non-committal. Maybe it's a little bit committal, but it's a super good non-engagement tool. Very big, very hard to react to.
So we're seeing Plus slow the pace down in this match, and with that upper kill, he actually takes the lead. We saw in the opening stages of the match that when SNooFL gets like one string, he's able to chain it into so much percent. So if you're Plus, good up smash there. You want to like kind of slow the pace down, fire all your safe projectiles, your neutral Bs, your side Bs, and you know, not let Steve get that one string that he needs.
See, here's the thing about Steve, right? I feel like he's the thing is you want to make sure he's not like getting all the materials. At least that's what they want you to think. The biggest problem is that once you start challenging Steve, once you start trying to run up to him in neutral while he's mining, you're just gonna get punished for it, because then you're coming to Steve. That's what Steve wants. Steve wants you to come to him, so that he doesn't have to rely on his poor mobility to come to you for himself.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Whoa, up
wow, that was a nice setup. I've never seen that. I mean, there are a lot of things I haven't seen with this character, but that's one of the many.
Yeah, SNooFL's showing us like how much work Steve can do in a bracket like this. SNooFL's been coming out the last few weeks, going all Steve the entire time. I think SNooFL, correct me if I'm wrong, but SNooFL, I believe, used to be a Yoshi and switched to Steve when Steve came out.
Did you just say he was a Yoshi?
Am I wrong?
I don't think you ever did touch that character.
Yeah,
I'm thinking of someone else. My bad.
No, you're good. Yeah, SNooFL used to play Fox. I don't know if he dropped Fox outright, because I know Steve's like his dream character, but
yeah. I'm sorry, SNooFL, if you're watching this. I'm confusing you with someone else.
Seth, maybe?
That's probably who it is. But Donkey Kong coming out from Plus. Now we saw this last week.
I just want to chime in for a second. This makes perfect sense that we saw this DK against Raven King the other week, because this is Shelter's old lane.
Yeah. So
yeah, this definitely lends credence to that theory. Now the thing about DK, the funny thing about DK is that he's the best character in the game, but you wouldn't know it by that frame data. Oh my gosh. Which is also a lie. Actually, DK is super scary. He's got that short hop double back here. He's got combos that'll just kill you from 60. And once he runs at you, it's like, all right, what's he gonna do? Do I shield for the dash attack, which is one of the best dash attacks in the game, mind you, or do I not shield and just get dash attack? Or sorry, do I shield the dash attack, or do I just get grabbed?
Or do I roll from ledge and get F smashed and die at 75 or whatever he was at?
That'll do it for sure. Yeah, the point about DK is that like his mix-ups are super strong. Like his two best mix-ups are also like some of the best tools in the game. He's got one of the best grabs in the game and one of the best dash attacks in the game. Which for a character like Steve, the way SNooFL's playing him right now, I don't know will be too much of a problem. That was a nice game from down tilt. Probably ate his jump there too.
Yeah, the thing about DK though is like he's combo food, and everyone knows that. Like when you go into training mode, you practice your combos on DK because he's the easiest person to combo.
It's not true. Practice my combos on Bowser.
You practice your combos on someone like DK, so
Yeah.
if you're
At least as attractive as DK. Alright, he's hitting the TNT there. I don't know. Does that disable it from the pressure plate? Do we know?
I'm not sure actually. That's a good question. That's sort of the thing when you have like the new toy in Steve is you don't know exactly what each move is going to do all the time.
Yeah, so many questions. That was a nice read, but SNooFL was 2 steps ahead of him with the spot dodge there.
That's probably going to be it.
That's okay. That's DK getting a taste of his own medicine, dude. Right there. That is exactly what that. I can't even feel that. Oh, okay.
Yeah, great ding dong.
That's a Smash 4 moment right there.
I believe that only is true on this stage.
Okay. So I know never pick this stage again. Gotcha.
Might also be on regular Battlefield 2, I'm not sure.
Okay. Dash
So,
attack.
SNooFL does have the golden tools now, so his moves will be slightly faster. The golden tool is the only one. Oh, that's gonna. No, not it. The golden tool is the only one that has different frame data than the rest of the tools.
Yeah, it's also as strong as with the tools. Very nice. It's interesting to see Steve's bread and butter just even at like higher percents. Oh, that. Ooh.
I like that he set it off with the down tilt.
I didn't know you could do that actually. Interesting. All right, disadvantage and okay. That might do it. Yep.
Oh, I thought for sure the TNT would come back to haunt him there, but
Yeah. Actually, today I fought as Steve. I think I lost to him still, but I set off his TNT. No, I actually beat this one. Sorry, but his TNT. He set up TNT, pressure plate and all. I landed on his TNT with magnet, absorbed the TNT, but since it still blew up, it ended up killing him. And that just healed by 30%. That was awesome.
that's very funny. I like that a lot.
It's fun to mess around with these new characters. As you can see, SNooFL thinks no differently.
Yeah, I'm sort of wondering what the stage is and if we're going to see this stick with the Donkey Kong. Like, the Palutena didn't work out terribly for Plus. It was still, like, a very close match. So, if there's a stage that comes out, like, I don't know, a Final Destination where you don't really want to play Donkey Kong, because there's... Okay, he is going to stick with the Donkey Kong.
If it's not broken.
It's true. If it's not broke, don't fix it.
That's why they buffed Nuts, right?
And I like the pick of Kalos. It gives SNooFL a lot more wiggle room. He has a lot flatter stage, so he can get these strings on Donkey Kong. 64%.
Oh, wow!
86 off the up smash.
I love that. I love seeing Steve players optimize their ladders, like their strings, with block placement. Especially up smash, because it scoops a lot easier than up tilt, because it scoops from the front instead of behind.
Yeah, and it's a kill move at, you know, not too high of a percent, so.
Okay, wow.
Great option to go for.
I'm surprised. I have expected DK's backer to not clank with back air. Not clank with Steve's anvil, but instead like just end up killing DK outright.
Oh, also, it's good to mention that this stage is one of the few stages that does not spawn any dirt or wood when you're mining.
Really? Yeah.
It will only be stone and higher. So that's maybe one of the reasons that SNooFL opted for Kalos here.
Oh, I had no clue. That's the more you know.
Yeah, this stage and Lilat, I believe. I don't think Lilat does any stone either. I think Lilat is just iron and higher. But the thing with not mining any dirt or wood is that his mining is going to be a lot slower because he's only getting the good materials. Or the quote-unquote good materials.
I forgot about that. Ooh, I thought he had it. See, TNT, right? It's I honestly feel like it's really
Good
only
down air.
super useful if you're in like a strict advantage state, because otherwise it can very easily be used against you.
I think TNT, like, more than most other things that Steve has, is going to be the scariest thing when Steve players optimize it.
Oh yeah. Like yeah, if you don't use it intelligently, then it becomes a bit of a liability. But like if you're using like SNooFL has been, it's just another thing to look out for, especially because Steve's whole gimmick is building the stage. Okay, diamonds on deck. Oh, SNooFL's actually 2 stocks up.
Yeah, the stage kind of like working out extremely well for him so far. Both in just the spacing that I mentioned earlier, and also the mining and the good tools that he gets.
Yeah, I didn't even like think about that too.
That's gonna do it.
Wow, that was an awesome setup.
Yeah, minecart into TNT. So placing the TNT so that when the minecart scoops up Donkey Kong, when Steve jumps out of it, just a perfect kill. Great job there by SNooFL.
So I'm just gonna come out and say Steve's the best character in the game.
He certainly has one of the highest ceilings compared to his floor.
I see what you did there.
I think Steve, like, is one of the characters that's going to be the hardest to optimize, but when optimized can be very, very, very good.
Mm-hmm.
Sort of like a Peach or like a Pikachu, where their strings are so deadly, but so lab intensive.
Oh yeah. See, I think the thing about Steve is that it all ties back to block placement. You know, like of all the things with Steve you need to optimize in order to like pose a threat, I'd say block placement is probably the biggest one, especially like mid string too. Once that gets optimized, I think it's over. But I do think his mobility is a huge problem for him.
Yeah, that's sort of like a thing that Steve and the character I just mentioned, Peach, share, is that they don't have like the greatest speed. Peach, however, has the option of float, so you can float cancel all your aerials and do all this crazy stuff with float. Steve doesn't have that. He has blocks, but sometimes the blocks hurt him like that.
Yeah, he almost used that block against SNooFL.
Oh wow, the block saved him from getting carried off there. That was sick.
Okay, yeah, that's good. Steve, I believe, only weighing 92 units. So I mean, that's not super light, but compared to a lot of the cast, he's gonna be dying pretty early.
Yeah, absolutely.
I just managed to get that iron tool out before getting dash attacked by Plush. Okay, nice mix up with the landing. Almost landed right on SNooFL's up smash, but decided, no, I'm not gonna die today.
Yeah, and because the up smash is so laggy, he was able to get a great punish there, and he's almost got, he's almost past that point where he has to be scared of, like, Steve's smash attacks. He can kind of weave in and out and play really safely, and okay, he does get killed by the side B there.
Yeah, that move, that's a sleeper move right there. Like, I feel like that's the move no one's gonna expect to get killed by early on.
Does get another ding dong, but not quite enough to take the percent. Even though Steve is a light character, like you mentioned, he is able to lift that string.
That shield's looking like a mini M&M.
It is Halloween, so.
Oh, that's true. That's gonna do it again. The fact that they buffed that move baffles me, but I'm not complaining too much.
I mean, Donkey Kong kind of needs it. Like,
it's something, yeah. I don't think DK's as bad as everyone says he is, but
with the removal of Ding Dong, he just doesn't have the like easy kill confirm that he used to have before, and so
yeah, the closest thing he's got is down before across there.
Wow, gets that with a down tilt.
Like, what are you supposed to do? At that point, just resign yourself to fate. Okay, big damage, big damage, big damage.
Ooh, not able to finish off his string there, unfortunately, though.
There's another string he couldn't finish off. That's the one with the TNT. Oh, I wanted him to throw him into the TNT so bad.
That's gonna be it.
Yeah, that's gonna be it. That's unfortunate.
Alright, heading into game 5.
I mean, that part is fortunate. Yeah, you always like to see more games between good players, especially in like wacky matchups like this. Actually,
any set where we can
right? Go on, sorry.
Sorry, any set where we can see more of a relatively new character being played at a high level is amazing. So I want to see more of SNooFL, and I want to see more of Plus. He's playing it out of his mind today.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, funny thing about DK Steve, right? All right, so I was playing with my boy Straw Baby when for character first drop, Steve, and I'm playing DK. I don't really play DK, just kind of a fun character. Yeah, he doesn't realize for the first like 10 games that I'm using a DK with like an extra floaty DK with the third double or second double jump and like super bonkers attack. So I just ding dong him by like cargo up throw, up air, like 3 times in a row, and it kills him from 0. It's like, why do you keep beating me? Gee, I wonder why. Anyway, back into the actual DK that's not totally busted. Alright, so right now, I don't know. I don't think
Steve looks so funny in this little minecart when he just rides in it.
Oh, yeah.
He looks like a little kid on like a ride at an amusement park.
It does.
Like he's waving to his parents, like, "Hey, Dad, check me out! I'm on the Goliath."
Well, let me kill you at 60 real quick. Oh yeah, it's like you were saying that up smash is so laggy. You can get punished so hard for it. Didn't die though, just barely survived. Shout out to my boy Horse and Beer. I don't know who that is, but that's a legendary gamer tag. And yeah, down throw.
Wow. Good up tilt to back air. They're going to be taking that stock. And we're all even up here at 2 stocks apiece. Game 5.
See, that's like something about Steve that I find is also super interesting. He's one of the few characters that actually has those same confirms like almost all percents, all relevant percents anyway. Like you can get up tilt back air at like any percent with Steve, but I mean. But like, basically, it's always a threat. His options don't go away with damage, which I think makes
absolutely. There's like certain characters where like you get past a certain percent, and you're like, oh, I'm out of the danger window. Like I don't have to worry about, like take Inkling for example. Like, oh, good punch there, not gonna take it. There's like a certain percent at like where you're fighting an Inkling, for example, where if you know you're not going to get grabbed, then you're not going to get, kill confirmed unless you get hit by a stray roll or a stray smash attack.
Mm-hmm.
Steve, you always have to worry about that because he has so many different ways he can kill you at so many different percents, and they're all relatively safe and relatively the same startup with like, oh, good side B there.
Speaking of. Alright. See, one thing I noticed about Shelter is that he's really not trying to... I'm sorry, not Shelter, Plus. That's the theory. But yeah, one thing about Plus I noticed is that he's not really trying to challenge SNooFL off stage. Which I don't really blame him for, because... I mean, Steve's got a couple of good mix-ups for recovering, so... I mean, going off stage is a huge commitment.
Plus, if you're, like, playing Donkey Kong, you have to know that... Oh, good. Up to the back air. Gonna take that. SNooFL winning this set with a 3-2 over Plus.
Good stuff to both these